I just lost my job today. No warning, no nothing. They wouldn't even tell me why. I don't know. I didn't do anything wrong.
So I just lost my job. If it looks like I've been crying, it's because I have been. I worked as a domestic violence advocate at a shelter here in Arkansas. And we found out last night that only 6 DV shelters in the entire state received federal funding, and we were not one of them. So I just got back from a meeting where...
So we're going to make sure that all of the right-wing people who are mocking this dead woman get fired from their jobs too, right?
Let me ask you something real quick. What happened when the warning was clear, the signs were there, the voices were loud, but you choose not to listen? Not because you didn't hear it, but because you didn't believe it would ever affect you. See, a lot of people don't ignore warning by accident. They ignore them because they feel protected, safe, untouchable, until one day everything they thought was for someone else becomes their reality. And that's exactly what we are looking at right now. But before we go deeper, I want you to watch some of these clips carefully. Listen to what they are being said, watch their emotion, pay attention to their regret, because once you see it, you will understand why this moment is eating so many people badly this time. So guys, without wasting much time, let's go ahead and watch those clips together.
Lost my job on Tuesday. Wasn't completely expecting that. So if you could do me a solid and stay for a minute and like, share, post, repost, do all the things, follow. Maybe I can get monetized on here so I can make sure that my kids have a place to stay. Just trying to see what the Lord's got in store, because right now I don't know, but I know that He's good. He loves me. He's called me for a purpose. He has plans to prosper me, not harm me. And yeah. So if you could help a sister out, I'd greatly appreciate it. There's a couple ways to do that. Either, like I said, like, share, stay on here, finish the video, follow me so I can get to a certain amount, so maybe I can actually make money online like all these other big shots. Pray. I could use as many of those as I can get. And if you know of any good jobs in the San Antonio area or remote, I would love to know about it. And even if it's not a good job, I mean, I've cleaned toilets before, so no shame here. I just need to work. So if you know anything, let me know. And yeah. But since you're here, you might as well come along with me on the ride of trying to figure it out. Yesterday, I applied to 23 jobs. So there's that. Today, we'll see how many I can get in. I'll update you and let you know what happens. But I know God's doing something, and I trust that. So if you want to see what He's doing, I guess tune in. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate your help. I appreciate your compassion, your empathy, and your willingness to pray for me, my kids, family, all that good stuff. Yeah, I normally don't share my struggles while I'm in the middle of them. I usually share them after I've gotten over them and figured them out and all of that. But this time, I'm just in the thick of it, and I'm taking you with me if you want to go. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
So I just lost my job. If it looks like I've been crying, it's because I have been. I worked as a domestic violence advocate at a shelter here in Arkansas. And we found out last night that only 6 DV shelters in the entire state received federal funding, and we were not one of them. So I just got back from a meeting where we learned that our entire staff is getting laid off. And there are 25 other shelters across the state having the exact same meeting, having to let all of their staff go. This means that there will be hundreds of domestic violence advocates across the state, if not thousands across the country, because I doubt this is only happening in Arkansas, who will officially be unemployed as of October 1st, which, ironically, is the first day of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Not only am I personally devastated to be losing my job and my amazing friends that I work with, but this is going to be absolutely catastrophic for victims of domestic violence across the country. I am not being dramatic when I say that people will lose their lives because of this decision. Predominantly women and children. Like, we've known this was a possibility all year. Like, the state knew. We have been begging our state legislators for help. We've been begging the governor, our coalition. We've been begging our federal congresspeople. It's like, it's not like nobody knew this was something that could happen, and they just let it. They didn't do anything. I don't know what's going to happen with the shelter. Our director and our manager are going to see how long they can keep the lights on and just run it with the two of them as long as they possibly can. I don't know, y'all. Go register to vote. Go support your local domestic violence shelter, because guarantee they need it right now. And if anyone knows anyone hiring who wants a girl who's smart and pretty and works hard and knows a lot about domestic violence, send them my way.
I just lost my job today. No warning, no nothing. They wouldn't even tell me why. I don't know. I didn't do anything wrong. I have no savings. I have nothing. I just don't. I got in the exit interview and they said, today's gonna be your last day. My manager and my director was on the call. And then they were like, the decision has already been made, so we really don't have anything to hear from you. You're gonna get paid for the one day you worked in August, and we'll give you your commission check, and that's the last of it. And end the call on me. I'm low. I'm low.
On the news right now is a bunch of people in Pennsylvania that lost their jobs. Yeah, they're in unions or they worked for the federal government and they're losing their jobs. And we told you that this would happen if Donald Trump got in office. We literally told you this is what would happen. And now you think you're going to picket or you're going to organize or you're going... You voted for Donald Trump. That's what you did. So now you are reaping what you sow. And it's not very nice, is it? But this is what you voted for. You voted for this. So it's kind of hard to get any sympathy from anyone when this is what you voted for. We warned you. We told you not to vote for that man. And you did anyway. I mean, if you're a worker, if you work at a union or you work a 9-to-5 job and you vote for a Republican, you are voting to lose your job. It's that simple. So keep voting Republican. Let me know how that works out for you. So far, hasn't worked out real well for workers, has it? And it's not supposed to. Republicans don't care about you. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll learn and be better off.
So we're going to make sure that all of the right-wing people who are mocking this dead woman get fired from their jobs too, right? Right? That's what's going to happen? All of you institutions that fired people for mocking Charlie Kirk? All of the right-wingers that are now online mocking Renee Good, they're going to be fired tomorrow morning, right?
Please show me where people are laughing and mimicking what happened to this woman. Please show me where people are breaking out into song and dance over her losing her life. And in your brain, doing those things, which is what countless people on the left did after Charlie Kirk was unalived, it's the same as people saying if you get in the way of federal agents and block their operations and use your vehicle as a weapon against them, bad things will happen. In your brain, those are exactly the same things. And in your brain, if somebody contacts somebody's employer who's saying, don't mess with federal agents or you're going to get in trouble, their employer's going to be like, yeah, I can't have people like that working here. Okay.
I think people don't understand like how bad and how hard it is to lose your job. And then you're hearing them talk about how lazy you are, knowing that the job market is so oh my God. Every time somebody loses their job and now they're like unemployed for 6 months, y'all are going to start insulting them, calling them lazy, that this, oh my God, they don't have, like, are you okay? Do y'all know what it really takes to get a job nowadays? Because you have a job, you're comfortable, and you could get up and make money when you want. This person is here trying every single day, applying to like 50 jobs a day. Do you know how mentally do y'all understand what that does to your mental health? And here y'all come, family, friends, whatever, call them lazy. How is that lazy? How am I lazy when the job market doesn't want to take me? How am I lazy? I think until you lose your job, you understand. Until you lose your job and you don't have money to eat, you don't have money to go anywhere, you will understand.
A lot of people are losing their jobs. A lot of people ain't making it. A lot of people are suffering, going through hell. A lot of people are getting kicked from SNAP. A lot of people are getting kicked from Medicaid. And a lot of people can't make it on social media. Not to mention, a lot of people are getting kicked out of the creator program. And not to mention, a lot of people can't make it on social media. So it's getting real bad for a lot of people. For those who make it in half, you better stack up, you better save money, you better store some food, because it's really getting rough. It's really getting tight. And a lot of chaos is happening. Not to mention ICE is running around snatching people. A lot of businesses is going out. They're not making money and they can't afford to hire employees because they can't afford to pay them. So for those who have a home, have your place, have somewhat of money, making it on social media, you better take advantage of it, because a lot of people are falling apart. And the worst part about it all, people do not care. I do. That's what I'm telling you.
Today I watched 5 of my coworkers get laid off from a job that they've been working for 20 plus years. Each and every one of them have 20 plus years experience. And the company just let them go just like that. Now these are hard-working, dedicated, loyal employees. So it just goes to show, man, you can do everything right and stuff still goes wrong. It just proves once again, you can't control what happens to you. All you can control is how you respond. And that's what's most important. You can let it break you, or you can be prepared. Discipline is not about today. Discipline is about being prepared for days like this. I know things could get bad at any given moment, any given time. Nobody's special. Nobody's getting out of this thing with a perfect, spotless life. Hard stuff is gonna happen. Like, messed up stuff is gonna happen to good individuals. And this is why I wanna do hard things consistently, man, because that callous, building up that callous and getting your mindset right to face hard situations is what's going to push us through when things get really difficult. Because things will get difficult. This is the life we live. Y'all be blessed in the mighty name of Jesus, man. Eat the crust first. Do the hard things. Be prepared when life hits you in the mouth. Be blessed.
Can you believe that over 650 people have already lost their jobs, all for celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk? Who knew that one tragedy would turn MAGA into social justice warriors? But that's exactly what's happening. Instead of sitting back in grief, conservatives are turning that into action. Every tweet, every video mocking his murder is being collected, clipped, and sent straight to their employers. And people are really getting fired. And now it's going even further. A website called Expose Charlie's Murderers is compiling those posts into a searchable database with names, professions, even employers, so that we know who and where these clusters of hate exist. You don't get to hide in a classroom behind a uniform or behind a screen. If you spew hate, you suffer real world consequences, because just like you've been saying all along, words do matter. So what do you guys think? Is this justice?
Today, we are waking up to the news that in the month of February, our economy lost almost 100,000 jobs and had the second month of negative retail sales since Trump took office. Meanwhile, we are in the middle of yet another senseless war in the Middle East with no end in sight, which is now also beginning to increase gas prices by 40 cents a gallon. And interested enough, mi gente, Iran is also successfully destroying U.S. facilities and equipment, which are worth billions of tax-paying dollars all throughout our military bases in the region. Not to mention, Ukraine is still at war with Russia, and ironically, Trump is the one now asking Zelensky to help him with his senseless war by providing him with drone support, while simultaneously Putin is now also providing Iran with critical intelligence to fight us back. Grocery prices are now even higher than before, while tariffs are still demanding our loyalty, in spite of the fact that even the MAGA Supreme Court declared them unlawful. Our electric and gas monthly bills are getting ridiculous. People are getting rid of their second vehicles because they can no longer afford their insurance. Housing affordability is way out of control. Millions of documents from the Epstein file are still not being released, even though a congressional law was passed specifically demanding all of its release. And the Secretary of Homeland Security was just fired from her job because of her incredible failure to deport the millions of illegal aliens who were supposed to be murderers and rapists. Did I miss anything, MAGA huele bichos? Let me know in the comment section. Stay woke, mi gente.
Now that you have seen those clips, let's have a real talk about it, because this is not just about one person losing a business. This is about what happened when decision meet consequences, when support turns into reality, and when reality doesn't match expectation. Let's be honest here. You can't ignore warning, support policy, dismiss concern, and then be shocked when this same policy impacts you, because policy are not selective. They don't pause and ask who supported me, who voted for me. No, they move forward and they affect everyone in their path. And now some people are saying that firsthand. Now here is where the black perspective becomes very important, because this situation is not new. For a long time, black communities have spoken about how certain policies can impact livelihood, businesses, and everyday life. There have been warning, there have been conversation, there have been life experiences, but often those warnings were ignored, dismissed, or not taken seriously. So when people now say, I didn't talk, I didn't think it would happen like this, that moment it's differently, because others have been saying this is exactly how it works. Now let's get into this truthful part. Some people only believe something is real when it happens to them, not when they hear experience, not when they hear other experience it, but when it affects personal. And that's where we are right now. A shift from that's not my problem to why is this happening to me? And that shift, it reveals a lot. Let me ask you something. Is this regret coming from understanding or from loss? Is it about realizing the bigger picture or just reacting to personal consequences? Because those are two different things. This moment shows a pattern we have seen before. Warnings are given, warnings are ignored. Reality is regret follows. And by the time regret shows up, the damage is already done. That's why awareness matters early, not later. At the end of the day, this is not just about one supporter. It's about how people engage with information, how they respond to voices that challenge them, and how long it takes for reality to shift their perspectives. For Black Americans, this awareness has often come from life experiences. For others, this might be the moment where that understanding begins. So when you hear all these headlines regarding supporters regretting their vote, don't just say it as a drama. See it as a lesson. See it as lesson about listening, a lesson about awareness, and a lesson about what happens when warnings are ignored. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think this regret is genuine understanding or just a reaction to personal loss? Drop your thoughts in the comment below. And if you want more bold, real, and thought-provoking breakdown like this, make sure you like this video, share, and subscribe, because on this channel, we don't just react, we break down what this moment really means. And trust me, there is always more beneath the surface. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all in my next video.